What the yes part of being an actor is like what we're given. The script, the characters, the context, the environment. That's the yes. It's all written down. The and is what I bring.
Hey everyone, welcome to today's episode of Talent Agent Talk, where we are bringing you educational lessons and real life stories behind the scenes of TV and film. I'm your host and talent agent, Jason Lockhart, and today we have a super cool guest, Mr. Eric Goins.
Hello, you're pretty super cool too.
Well, I'm going to defer the coolness to you at all times. And this is the first time I've seen you in like a jacket, I think, in a while.
I don't wear jackets very often, but I did.
I know.
You.
And it has sleeves?
It does have sleeves. Well, it didn't have sleeves. I put them on this morning.
Okay. Well, I appreciate the necklace, though. I can still still see the badass character in there.
Thank you. It's a badass. Oh, and
what is that?
A plastic fork.
Is that a spork?
That is a plastic spoon.
Were you eating KFC in the car on the way over?
Haven't worn this shirt in a while.
Since the last time you had a spork. That's great, man. So, I mean, you have so many credits that we could talk about here. Yeah. A lot of comedy stuff, but just everything all over the map. Like, what credit should we talk about? Like, what has a great lesson?
We could talk about my Melissa McCarthy experience in The Boss. That was a great experience because I learned a lot in the experience of auditioning, and I learned a lot about myself and why I do this.
Well, take me back to the audition.
Okay, cool. So I had auditioned. It was just a one line. I was a mover, and essentially I walk in and I say, "Where should I put the couch?" That's it. And so I got a call back. And I remember in the callback, as I'm walking back, the casting director was like, "Okay, Melissa's here in the callback, so just be cool and And I was like, "Oh, okay, cool. I didn't expect that, but that's great." So I walk in and I did my one line. I walked in and I said, "Where should I put the couch?" And then I just went to leave, and she said, "Put it in the bedroom." And I nodded my head and went to move out. And she said, "Don't you know which room is the bedroom?" And at that moment, I realized, oh, she wants to improvise.
She just gave you a gift.
And so I came back into frame and I said, "Well, there's no furniture in the house, so I don't know which one the bedroom is." And then she said, "Are you being a smartass with me?" I was like, "Oh, no, ma'am, but realistically, there is no furniture in the house. And how would I know which one the bedroom is?" She's like, "It's the one down the hall. Don't you think that makes sense?" I was like, "Well, it could be a study. It could be a library. It could be a lot of things." And we went on and on and on for like 5 minutes. It was crazy. And then she broke. She laughed. Immediately, I got her. And the casting director grabbed me, pulled me out of the room and just said, "Oh my God, that was great. That was great. Just let's get out of here."
Was it Chris Redding?
It was Chris Redding. And so she was like, let's go. And that was it. And so I booked it. I got to set and I did my first line. And I spent all day improvising with Melissa McCarthy while she sat next to the camera. She did her coverage, and then on my coverage, she spent the whole day with me improvising. When her husband, who was directing it, saw me at the rep party, he was like, "Hey, I hope you like the scene. It's about 9 minutes long right now." And I was like, "Yes, sir. That'd be awesome. Thank you very much." The whole scene ended up getting cut from the movie
because it was too long.
Because it was too long, but also the first cut was a 3-hour cut, and it ended up being 90 minutes. But my takeaway was when I was on that set doing that with Melissa, I distinctly remember having this very surreal moment where I said to myself, I was built to do this. This is what I'm supposed to do. And I've never forgotten that. That was worth everything. It didn't matter that my scene got cut. It didn't matter that I wasn't going to be able to tell my friends about it. Nothing mattered except the fact that at that moment in time, I realized I was built to do this. And it was a huge lesson for me because it was one line, and that was a while back. That was one line that blossomed into something much bigger for me personally as an actor. Whether it got to screen or not, it was a big deal for me. And it taught me a lot it gave me confidence in myself as far as being able to stand toe to toe with someone who I think is a legend, not only in comedy, but in improv. I was able to stand with her and really, hold my own. And so it gave me a lot of confidence, but it also fundamentally helped me understand that this is why I was put here on earth, to do this type of thing.
Oh, I didn't see you there. You might be wondering, what the heck is the Virtual Actors Summit? Well, listen up and I'll enlighten you. Picture this, a Zoom session that doesn't suck. I know, it sounds impossible, right? But trust me, this isn't your typical snooze fest where you're stuck watching someone's forehead for hours. We're actors. We know how to make things exciting. The Virtual Actors Summit is a 3-day extravaganza where you'll learn from the best in the biz. Guest instructors, agents, and casting directors. Think of it as a crash course in acting awesomeness, minus the turtlenecks and pretentious monologues. You'll get hands-on training. Actors will get real-time feedback and the chance to actually participate. No more passively listening while you're secretly scrolling on TikTok. We're talking active engagement here, people! Still wondering what the heck this is? It's your ticket to leveling up your acting career. Whether you're in a place trying to snag an agent, get more auditions, trying to book more acting jobs, this summit is your golden ticket to help you get there. And the best part? There's no upcoming union strikes to worry about. So there's no sudden plot twist here. So what the heck is the Virtual Actors Summit? It's your chance to learn some new skills, get re-energized, and not even have to put on pants. Register now, and I'll see you there.
Well, and I know what that's led to.
Yeah, it's happened over and over again.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I can segue into conversations we had this week.
Yep.
Where he was originally cast in one episode of Righteous Gemstones, and now we are in so many more. I don't want to spoil anything that could be coming.
Because more could be coming.
But many more than one.
Yes.
Already 3.
Yep.
And more coming.
Mm-hmm.
What's that like, standing toe to toe with Danny?
It's incredible. It's a gift. Again, I think he's an icon in comedy, but also in improv. And it's a gift. Like, I went into that. My strategy for that audition was to create a character that didn't exist on the show. And so, right? So the character, in my opinion, just didn't kind of exist yet. So I took a position that I thought was unique, and then I just kind of tried to serve the story, and I served Danny and the other characters to try to give them gifts to help them be more of who I thought their characters were going to be. And if you've seen the show, you understand that Danny in that show, Jesse. Oh, we had a conversation about that. Like, Danny, one of the main reasons that I think I got brought back was because they really liked the way I said his name. Because I always say Jesse, and it just makes everybody laugh. And people were walking around set going Jesse, and it's just funny, right? And that's just kind of like a thing that I came up with because of the character, and it was a lot of fun. So, I went on there and I just served the scene. So in the very first scene, Danny walks in on us just laughing about something. And I recognize that if I give Danny a gift, he's going to take it and probably take it to the nth degree. And all I did was I had a cup in my hand, and all I did was I just kind of pivoted my body so he had to walk by my arm when he walked into the room. And every time he walked by, he took the glass from me. And he took my drink, and then the next time, instead of laughing at the same level, I kind of raised my laughter. I was like, and he came in, took the glass, and then he mocked my laugh, right? Because that's his character. So I was giving him something to kind of reinforce who his character already is. And then that just built and built and built, and it ended up them bringing me back this season to kind of do more of the same.
And I love that you just repetitively said you were giving them things.
Absolutely.
As an actor, going onto set and just making it about you and your close-up and taking, it doesn't serve anyone but one person. You know?
What I think is so most, if not all of my training, I've taken workshops here and there, but most of it is all from improv. Like, I started doing improv back in 98. I ended up doing it for 16 years straight, doing 3 to 5 shows a week on stage here in Atlanta.
And teaching it.
And teaching it to kids, beginners, improvisers, actors, all sorts of different groups of people. And what I've come to realize is that the way you take yes and, which is a huge philosophy in improv, and something that I kind of try to live my life to, like saying yes to something, is that what the yes part of being an actor is like what we're given, the script, the characters, the context, the environment. That's the yes. It's all written down. The and is what I bring, the authenticness of me that I bring to the story. So I take the yes and I offer my and that's me. And so that's really how I navigate those scenes, is just bringing myself to something that already exists, as opposed to going and thinking that I'm the basis of what needs to be seen that day. It really is already there, and I'm just looking for opportunities to enhance what they've already written.
I love that. You know, it's fascinating. I've heard yes and, I don't know, for 30 years. I've never heard it explained like that.
Yeah, I think fundamentally, I think a lot of times people think that yes and means it has to be like whatever you're given, you have to just agree to. And I think it's a little bit more nuanced than that. I actually think yes and is kind of the idea that whatever your partner or your partners give you, you treat it as if it's the most incredible thing you've ever heard in your entire life. And then you bring what you have to the table to make it even better, right? And that doesn't mean you have to agree. It just means you need to find a strategy or a tactic to make whatever they're giving you better than it was when they offered it to you. And a lot of times that just has to do with thinking that, oh my gosh, that is the greatest gift you can ever give me. Look what I have to share as well.
And that doesn't have to just be comedy.
No, it doesn't have to at all. I think every day we're walking through life, hopefully trying to kind of like collaborate in our communications with people. And it doesn't have to be just comedy. It happens in drama because it happens every day. We're yes-anding right now, me and you. We didn't plan this. Right? We didn't plan this at all. This is right off the cuff. We're improvising this conversation. And so we do it all day, every day. And it doesn't matter whether it's comedy or drama or something in between. It's just about listening and bringing your authenticity and your own personal kind of stories to the table to make what the person right in front of you look even better, or engage them in a way that's even more than what they intended when they sat down at the table.
Yeah, man. And I feel like you even did that with your audition. It was like they gave you the audition and you went, yes, I got the audition.
Yeah.
And what don't they have in this world yet that would fit into this world?
Absolutely.
That is such a huge takeaway for actors, I think, for anyone listening. When you get the audition, it's not just about trying to give them what they're looking for. You know, it's not just about fitting into the story. It's not just about delivering a believable performance or being the best audition. They're getting someone regardless, and they're going to pay something regardless. If they can get more than their money's worth, then you're worth more to them.
Yeah, I
mean,
mean,
you'll stand out amongst 40 actors, you know?
Yeah, one of the ways I look at my audition is I say, look, this is the only time that I get to tell the story exactly like I want to.
Yeah.
As soon as it goes to a callback, immediately there's something else that's going to impact the audition. They're going to give you direction. They're going to refine something. And so from that point on, it becomes more collaborative. In the audition, it's the only place I get to do it exactly like I want. So why not? Because I may not book it, but at least everybody else in the universe knows how to book me in the future. And they know what I bring to the table. And it just needs to be my authenticity. It just needs to be what I want to do with it. Because as soon as we get to set or we get into a callback, there's going to be lots of people who have an opinion about how this role should be done. And then the improv that I've had, it allows me to kind of adapt. And I mean, if I can take direction from 120 people who've been drinking all night, I can take it from anybody, right?
Is that what a gemstone set is like?
What's that?
Is that what the Righteous Gemstones set is?
No, yeah, I mean, probably
20 crew members just hammered?
No. I'm talking about like when I was live on stage.
Joke.
When I was live on stage, like when I was live on stage performing, you know, it's a nighttime show. 10:30 is the second show of the night. People have been drinking all night. They give you all sorts of direction. And if you can commit to those,
gotcha.
I can certainly commit to a director who's trained and, you know, is in charge of the whole set.
I wish everyone on Gemstones was just a little buzzed and
Be a whole different show.
farting and just having a great time. But you can't tell, you know, you can't tell when you're watching the show that there's hundreds of people probably standing around and you don't know what's improv and what's not. It's just well executed.
So well executed. Yeah. And a lot of it is, I mean, they stick to that script, but I mean, there's a lot of play in there. I mean, Danny really allows for a lot of freedom and a lot of liberties to be taken on set. Because I think they're all just interested in a good product.
Yeah. And they got one.
They got a great one.
4 seasons in and hopefully a 5th, you know?
Yep.
Well, dude, thank you for being here. I do want to know, if you had a dream role yet that you haven't booked. And I do feel like your Stargirl villain was
My Stargirl villain.
quite a dream catcher.
Yeah.
But I can only imagine like what's going on up there in your mind and your creative world. Like if you could kind of concoct your own perfect role that you could do for a while or nail it in a film, like what would you want to do?
I mean, I would love to continue being some type of supervillain in some kind of show around superheroes and supervillains. I would love to continue that because I think there's nothing more fun than being a supervillain on a show where, like Jeff Johns says, like it's never the end, right? So your character can do or be anything.
Multiple
multiple universes and there's multiple storylines, and that would give me so much joy is to go back and do something like that for sure.
It'd be great to see you with that mustache again.
I'd love a mustache and a big long beard.
Yeah, let's get that back.
Now, before we do anything, I do have to do one thing though, Jason, because I know it's your birthday today.
Oh no.
Yeah, and so I didn't want the day to go by without doing something for your birthday. So I was gonna get you, a birthday cake, but I reached out to your wife and she said that you're doing a low sugar thing right now, and I know you're very health conscious and things like that. So what I did was I got you a birthday salad. Okay.
That is so thoughtful.
Yeah,
And you know what?
yeah.
I will enjoy the hell out of that today.
Yeah, now hold on a second. There's more to come. So this is your salad. And I got you a candle.
What?
Can I touch it? Is it okay if I
Yeah.
touch it? Yeah.
Can I eat it with my hands? Or is that what
Yeah.
the spoon was for?
Oh, that's what the spoon's for. Damn, spoiler alert. Okay. and
Look
then
at that
let's see.
cute little straw.
I know.
That cute little
right?
straw candle.
Can I light a candle in here?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, let's do it.
Jesse, if we burn your house down, I'm sorry.
Sorry.
I don't know where you are. Jesse's
Yep.
like God in this space. I don't know.
All right. So, now I know that I think that if I sing the happy birthday song, like you have to pay royalties. So, I'm going to just sing the first and last verse of it to you, okay?
I think I can get away with that.
Yeah. Happy birthday to you. And many more. There you go, Jason. Happy birthday, my man. Blow it out.
I gotta make a wish.
I did not have time to get dressing. Sorry.
That's okay. Can I eat? I'm just gonna,
Yeah, go
you know
for
what?
it.
I'm gonna yes and.
Yeah,
And I'm
go
just
for
gonna,
it, my man.
You know, I've never eaten a
What
salad
did I
with
do
my
with
hands.
that? What did I do with that spoon?
This is the best salad I've ever had without dressing in my
Got you
life.
some plates. A little plate for you.
Thank you. So I could share. Maybe we should eat the salad.
Yeah, let's eat the salad.
I know we've broken bread on
Oh,
it.
here's a spoon. Here's a spork.
All that better. And while we're gift giving, you do get a gift for being a guest on the show, you know.
What?
Yeah, here. I'm gonna serve this up.
Awesome.
Here we go. Oh,
A happy birthday dry
to
salad.
give you that one.
That's
that one
okay,
looks
that's
really
cool.
delicious.
It's got wax on it.
This is gonna be so great. You remember that time that we did a talk show for YouTube and we ate salad with our hands on my birthday? Cheers.
Cheers. Cheers, my friend. Happy birthday.
Thank you so much. And for you, please reach your hands in here and pull out a free car.
What? Yes. Batman.
No way!
Yeah. Batmobile.
You got them. I knew there was a Batmobile in
Right?
there.
Right? Awesome. Thank you.
Awesome. Well, dude, thanks for having you. I know you're a busy guy, so I was probably talking the mic.
That's all right.
It's a real pleasure to have you here, and I feel like he dropped some really great nuggets for actors at all levels, and I can't wait to see you on my TV at home. Let's keep getting more.
Thanks, Jason.
Thank you, and thank you to everybody for watching. Thank you to Jesse Malinowski and Get Seen for producing our show. And if you would like to be a guest on this show because you've got an exciting booking story with a strong educational lesson behind it, pitch it right to us. It's talentagenttalk@gmail.com. Again, that's talentagenttalk@gmail.com. Thanks again for watching, and I hope something good happens to you today.
Thanks again so much for watching. And if you loved that story and were interested to learn more about the casting office that actually cast that show, then I have some really cool news because our sister show, Get Seen Unscripted, actually had them on the show. So you'll see it right here. Do not miss that episode. Over an hour on one-on-one with that casting director. talking about things that they like, don't like, to help give you the edge in your next audition. So thanks again so much for tuning in and watching. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. We'll see you on the next one.